guys, Brian here, Dolly VH, Brian's Fish Tanks. Just coming at you with a quick video. Just got back from my favorite local fish store, and you can see there's some floaters in here. Picked up 2 yellow pigeon blood discus, a couple of red onion snails, I think, and another unknown discus. This was a trade-in, selling for $100. I talked him down to 60. He's stressed right now, so he looks almost like an albino, but he's got really bright blue color actually. I'm not sure what kind he is, they didn't know. And then picked up some more plants here too. Kind of went on a little Valentine's Day shopping trip. You know, instead of the wife getting me something, she just said, hey, here's some money, go buy some fish stuff, go to the fish store. So with the plants, man, I did a video on this place a couple weeks ago, but man, this place, it's like a half hour from my house, but it's worth the trip. Forest Lake Pets, it's called. Their plant selection is just awesome. It was a little down today, but still better than any other local fish store in my area. So I picked up some broadleaf Sagittaria, broadleaf Sag. Real good root systems on these guys. They were $1.50 each, 2 for $3. Wait, $1.99 each, 2 for $3.50. And so I said, give me 4, and the guy goes, you're not going to complain if I throw in 5, are you? I said, nope, sir. And then as he was pulling these, he started trying to sell me some Anubias. And they wanted $10 a piece for bigger plants than this. And then he saw this smaller one, he yanked it out and just threw it in the bag and said, you didn't see that. Cool. Then the Java Fern, they were selling it for $5 a clump. As you can see here, I got 4 bigger clumps, 1 really big clump, 4 decent size, and then 3 smaller clumps. $5.99 a clump. He bunched this all together and called it 1 clump for me. So basically, and then there ended up being a piece of what I think is frog bit that ended up in there somehow too. But anyway, so all of this for 13 or 14 bucks, man. You can't beat that, at least in my area. And the plants just look so much healthier at this place. You know, this one's not looking the greatest, but you know, some of these, yeah, so kind of pumped up about this, guys. Having some problems with plants on some of my tanks. You know, Big Z sent me some plants, and so did Mr. Honey, and something in the tank just made chopped salad out of the tiger lily from Mr. Honey. The Arachnus in the back, I think that's how it's pronounced, which I really liked. He sent me a bunch of really good pieces of that. Just chowed down, gone. Basically everything, the one crypt, I think this is a crypt right over here that Big Z sent me, I still got. The bigger one that I had right in the middle of everything over here, barely anything left. The Cardinalis basically gone. So I took out the pleco, the one pleco I had in here, and the other one I'm still trying to catch. I think he's the culprit. But some of these bigger swords and stuff like that, my Java Fern, they're doing okay. I trimmed back the Java Moss yesterday. Still not looking real great, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Then this melon sword that I thought I had lost, I stuck in this hole in the driftwood, and there's 1 new piece of growth coming out of it, so that's looking good. And then this wisteria, that's looking decent. There's some growth there. Some of this other stuff that I got from Derek Runyon is stargrass. You know, it's doing okay. Trying to keep it alive. And then this first Amazon sword I got, the smaller one over here, is coming back to life now. I thought it was gone, but now she's blooming. Piece of Kabamba that I got, one of the first plants I got from my LFS back there, is doing good, but the Kabamba that Big Z sent me is almost all gone. There's a small piece back there, a couple small pieces back here, so hopefully that comes back. The dwarf Sag that I had up front here, just gone. Someone ate it. Just kind of disappointing, but you know, I'm new at plants, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing my best here, but everything I bought here today is pretty hardy from what I understand, so hopefully I'll have success with those. Also last night I went over to Pet Fart and picked up They had German blue rams on sale for $5 each, which is real good around here. There's one of them. Picked up 6 of them bad boys. Sorry, that's the wife calling me from the grocery store. There's a couple more of them here. But I'll stop this video and then I'll turn it back on once the discus are in the tank and the plants are in too. Later. Alright everyone, back with you here. Got the fish all set in the tank and I got the plants planted, so show you a quick so over here I got the 2 yellow pigeon bloods. Hopefully they'll brighten up a little bit more, but so far so good. And I got this blue one here. If anybody who knows about discus knows what strain this is, let me know. It's got a little bit of a weirder top fin. Like some discus, they have the spikes kind of when their fins are up, and this one's got them a little bit further back. So I don't know if that's a defect, you know, on the fish, if he grew up that way, or if someone else picked on him in the tank he came from. Like I said before, he was a trade-in. So what I did as far as the plants go here, I took some Java Fern and as you can see I tied it up along this branch here on the driftwood, and then a small piece of Anubias that I had previously gotten is up there. Then I tied the big clump of Java Fern right here. Then the one piece that I'd gotten from Jeff Heiser's in the middle still. I took the piece of Anubias that I got today and I tied it to this piece of driftwood. It's the piece that's over on this side, over here. This piece down in this area was the one I got from Jeff Heiser as well. What else? A couple of smaller pieces of Java Fern on this driftwood spike. And then another fairly decent piece on this piece of driftwood right here. And then the broadleaf sage, I went ahead and I put 4 of them along this side, and then I just put one over here, the one that was kind of brownish and didn't look as well. So that's over there. And yeah, so I'm digging some of these new plants. I've gotten a little bit hardier plants than some of the stuff I had some bad luck with. Hopefully nothing in the tank will eat on these and everything, you know, will turn out alright. I'm kind of starting to get a little bit of a vision on kind of where I want to go with this tank. So we'll see if it ends up turning out the way I'm thinking. But for now I'm not going to like do a major rescape or anything. I'm just going to let some of these plants grow and give them a chance and stuff like that. So but yeah, that's what I got. The snails, now they've moved a little. They still haven't really. This one's just kind of laid here. This one right here has moved quite a bit. He was over by this one. I've never had snails before, so I don't know what to expect with them, but I thought they looked kind of cool. I really like the shell on this one here. I think they said it was called a red onion snail. So anyway, that's something new. Here's one of those auto cats that I got last weekend. Let's see if we can get some zoom action in on him. But yeah, that's what I got going now. Let me know what you guys think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Oh, another thing I did too is I purposely, when I put the driftwood back in, I moved it just a little bit over so it's not quite on center. Just because everything was starting to look so symmetrical in this tank, and I kind of want to go for something a little bit more natural. So I'm thinking part of what the plan is going to be is maybe even move the driftwood a little bit further over this direction, and I'm going to try to. I think what I'm thinking now is heavier plant this back corner, kind of coming up until the front. Taller plants obviously in back, and then not as heavy over on this side, and maybe a little bit more crowded in this area. And then at some point I want to do some little blotches of carpet throughout the open front. And I'm also going to probably try some more Java moss and maybe tie it to some of these rocks around the driftwood. And see about a plant that wouldn't get too tall that could maybe peek out through these rocks too. If anyone has any suggestions there, let me know. There's a school of rummy nose right now. Boy, those things are fun. They're such a good schooling fish, and these red noses just look so cool. Anyway, well, this video's gone on way too long, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Comments, subscribe, rate. Let me know any suggestions you've got, whatever. Thanks, guys.